Welcome to the AHA Show. When I had come back from Bali, I had gotten sick in Bali, and I had been down there to heal, and that's a story for another time, why I was healing. I felt like I had done so much work on myself with sharmas and everything else, and spirituality. I really got connected with God, and I really understood that there was so much more that I needed to do to work on myself and what the world really meant and what we're supposed to do. I feel like I purged so much when I was there. And believe it or not, when I came back, I had gone into the hospital for another reason. Well, the doctors found 2 tumors growing out of my chest on my heart, which was a breast cancer. Nobody saw that coming. I have the gene. My mother died of pancreatic cancer. Daddy had colon cancer. You know, both parents are deceased. I always knew as a child at 10 years old I was probably gonna have colon cancer because I've always had stomach issues. Nobody ever saw breast cancer coming. And I believe that my body purged so much that it came out of my heart. And I had just gone through a divorce. And my husband absolutely killed me. He just destroyed me. I knew him since I was 15 years old. And he was the only man I ever loved. And we were engaged when I was 28, and he cheated on me. And I always looked at him and I said, someday I'm gonna marry you when life beats the crap out of you. Lo and behold, I had everything in my life. I was on top of my game, honey, professionally. General manager for Hilton Island, worked for the man I admire and respect the most, Jeff Hyland and Rick Hilton. I love Kathy Hilton. They're just, I couldn't dream of anything better. And I had the world. And I had a dream, and I wanted to find my husband. And I did, and guess what? He had just moved 2 weeks before to LA, and he was 20 minutes down the road. Well, 4 weeks later, we were married. Probably not my smartest decision. Within a year, he cheated, he didn't come home. So, you know, that was that. There was my last chance to have babies, you know, with somebody. So I was, you know, over then. So in any event, I went to Bali, I'm healing, I'm through some other issues that had occurred, and come back and have breast cancer. All right. I had gotten so spiritually connected in Bali that I said, you know what? I've had so many people in Beverly Hills through the years that I coach call me and say, Jennifer, I've been diagnosed with this. My wife's been diagnosed with this. You're the only person I can tell because everybody knows I'm a vault. I will never say anything. I have utmost discretion with everything. You can trust me with everything. And they said, I can't tell anybody else, and I want to tell you because I don't have anybody else to talk to. And if I tell anybody in business, my business will be destroyed. So I've always known that, right? So when it happened to me, I wasn't managing a company. I wasn't doing anything. And I had been dropped the year before when something tragic happened to me. I almost lost my life. And I'm a survivor for something else, not cancer. And I know what that did to me. And I know how alone I was. And when the cancer came, I said, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose, man. I was down in Bali. Life isn't about that. Whoever loves me and supports me, they're gonna call me and they're gonna be there for me. So I went public with it on social media. I went on Facebook and I did my journey about my breast cancer. And let me tell you something, if you don't think that that was a big chance I took, better think again, especially in my position. I didn't care. It wasn't about money to me anymore. You've already taken everything with me. I've already lost everything. What do I have to lose at this point? So I did it. Let me tell you the response I got. I had people from all over the United States calling me and say, you don't know me? Men, grown men, and said, you know what? I commend you so much, and you've gave me motivation and you've gave me inspiration, and I am in real estate or I am in this job and I haven't told anybody, and they're going through cancer, and people are crying to me on the phone telling me this and saying, now I feel like I can go and talk to people about it, and thank you for sharing your story on Facebook or social media. If you don't think that there isn't power in social media and what we do, on the same token, it's not a platform to go out and say, woe is me, and I'm the warrior, and I'm trying to do all this. It's not how I handled it. It was just a journey, and I did it with positivity, and I did it with laughter, and I did it with embracing, and I honestly look at this as it was a blessing given to me in my life. Because look, If I live and I survive, then I have a story to share and I can help other people, right? Isn't that a blessing? And if I don't, I'm at peace with the Lord. I know where I'm going and I know what to expect, and I'm okay with that. Golden, all right. Thank you for letting me share my story.
Come here, you.
Oh my God, you're a fucking pistol.